to another exciting edition of Eastern Championship Wrestling. My name's Jay Sully. I'm here with the president of the ECW, Mr. Todd Gordon, and the CEO in charge of the Dangerous Alliance, Mr. Paul E. Dangerously. I don't know about you two guys, but I'm already counting down the days to our big September spectacular here in Philadelphia.
I know you are. You're counting it down. We're all waiting for the big September spectacular.
We've got a big card ahead of us tonight, too, fans. Ivan Koloff makes his debut here in the ECW with his nephew, Vladimir Paulie.
Ivan Koloff, a former world heavyweight and world tag team champion with the greatest athlete in the past 20 years ever from the Soviet Union, his nephew, Vladimir.
We've got a special grudge match tonight, fans, between two former tag team partners.
This was a match that was easy to sign. Tony the Hitman Stetson and Larry Winters. We got a major grudge going here tonight, Jay Sully. Anything can happen.
And your man, Paulie Dangerously, the TV champion, Superfly Jimmy Snuka, is facing off against the Pennsylvania State Heavyweight Champion, Iron Man Tommy Cairo.
Superfly Jimmy Snuka, the ECW TV champion, which makes him the best wrestler on ECW TV today, personally endorsed by the King of Philadelphia, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Paulie Dangerously, this applies to you and everyone out there who's listening. After what happened last week with the trash cans and the incidents that happened, we're not going to stand for that, and I'm going to keep a close eye this week on everything that goes on. See, now, maybe if you kept two close eyes, we wouldn't have all those problems. Two eyes, not just one.
Coming up, fans, we're going to take a look back at the Texas chain match between the living legend Terry Funk and Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. Stay tuned.
Corner of 10th and Phantom Street since 1860.
If you want a tough American-built truck, and you've been waiting for the best time to buy your new truck, then see a Quality Plus Ford dealer. June is Ford Truck Month. Save on every #1 selling truck in stock, including F-150s, Explorers, Aerostars, Econoline vans, and the all-new Ranger. Get double bonus discounts and special rebates for a limited time. Hurry, Ford Truck Month ends soon. See your Quality Plus Ford dealer today. You better hit the ground running in a new Ford truck.
This Gregory for the Bahamian diet. The problem is you're overweight, whether it's 10 pounds or 150 pounds. Hey, I've been there, and the solution is simple. The Bahamian diet. Mix it with fruit juice, drink it for breakfast and lunch, eat a well-balanced meal for dinner, drink 8 glasses of water every day, and walk a mile every day. Hey, that's all there is to it. Don't wait. Start right now. You can do it. I know. I've been there, and it ain't pretty. Available at GNC and most health stores.
This is Paul E. Dangerously. Not that I need an introduction, but if you want to know the latest in the ECW, pick up your phone. Dial 215-544-0421. How's that, huh?
Todd, the Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular History, an incredible event. The arena was sold out, standing room only. It's unbelievable.
Jay, we are thrilled with the success of this first major show. In fact, the good news is for the fans at home is that our TV tapings in August and our next major house show in September, we will be adding more seats to the arena and putting in possibly some bleachers to accommodate all the people who couldn't get in that night.
We're going to need those bleachers. The place was packed. There was no room to fit anyone else. It was a hot night. Unbelievable, but it was a hot wrestling night as well.
It was a hot night, but what about the ending of that show, Jay Sully? It's kind of a major disappointment for me on a personal level.
Well, you know, you and I, we called that match together, and you know, the finish or the ending of the main event made no sense to me whatsoever.
Well, for the fans at home who didn't see what happened, we'll try to give them some kind of a recap here. What happened during that Texas chain match massacre between Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and Terry Funk, a living legend, was, I can't even know how to explain it. It seemed that during the match, the referee, John Finnegan, the head referee in the ECW, got knocked unconscious. The other referees, Kevin Christian and Jim Molyneux, came to ringside.
Kevin Christian, newcomer, new referee to the ECW.
played a huge role, obviously, in the ending to that match. Who is this guy?
Well, he came to me with a nice resume, and he had all of his forms in order, and we hired him. We thought he'd be a terrific young referee. In fact, he had assumed the number 2 position with us. Anyway, making a long story short, what happened during the match was when the referee was knocked out, Jim Molyneux and Kevin Christian came to ringside. Jim helped John Finnegan back to the locker room, and Kevin Christian took over refereeing the match. And as you saw and everyone in the building saw, sure enough, Terry Funk won that match. He did touch all 4 corners of the ring.
And rightfully should be crowned the King of Philadelphia. Terry Funk, absolutely the King of Philadelphia.
That is correct. And for some reason, this Kevin Christian, or whatever his name is, decided to ignore that fact and turn his back on the count. Turning around only in time to see Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert pile drive Terry Funk on a steel chair and then proceed to touch all 4 corners of the ring and again crown Eddie Gilbert the King of Philadelphia. As you know, I ran to ringside. I was very unhappy with this. Turned around, and next thing I know, Kevin Christian's acting as though he's, I don't know what he was thinking, pushed me, shoved me. Obviously I shoved him back. Next thing I know, I'm hit over the back of the head with a telephone from Paulie Dangerously, a move, mind you, that's going to cost him quite a bit of money, I might add. Next thing I know, I fire Kevin Christian, and I wake up, and when I'm awake, next thing I hear is that he's not Kevin Christian at all, but the 3rd Gilbert brother. Now, I've known Eddie Gilbert almost all my life. I knew he had a father in the wrestling business. Right. I knew he had a brother in the wrestling business.
Right.
Where does the 2nd brother in the wrestling business come from? All of a sudden, there's 3 Gilbert brothers all in the wrestling business. Freddie Gilbert.
Freddie Gilbert is his name?
We're going to be looking into this, and believe me, there's going to be some severe ramifications from this act.
Unbelievable, Todd Gilbert. And as you know, though, to every story, there's always 2 sides. We're going to show footage of some of this action next week, fans, but again, there's always 2 sides to every story, and I know Eddie Gilbert and Paulie Dangerously, want to tell their story, and I will have an interview with them next week. And
well, Jay Sully, as you also are aware, Mr. Self-Proclaimed King of Philadelphia, Eddie Gilbert, has now gone out and hired his own camera crew, is walking through the streets of Philadelphia wearing a cape, wearing a crown, crashing into bars, restaurants. I'm selling jewelry at Carver W. Reed. The guy comes in there, is running the customers out of the store. Everywhere you turn, I'm getting calls day and night.
Twice. I've run into him. Twice. He pulled me out of a bar on Delaware Avenue, and he yanked me out of another cocktail lounge on South Street.
I heard about that cocktail lounge you were in South Street, but that's another story, altogether, Jay. But yes, indeed, my attorneys have gotten calls. I'm getting calls from fans all over the city of Philadelphia. The guy's creating havoc everywhere he goes. And I'll tell you, we're going to try to put a stop to that as well.
Hardly the end of this story, and stay tuned, fans. There'll be a lot more to see in weeks to come. Thanks, Todd.
My pleasure, Jay.
Ladies and gentlemen, on June 19th, a Texas chain match took place between Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert and the living legend Terry Funk to determine the King of Philadelphia. Words cannot describe the action that you are about to see. The ECW Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular, and here comes tonight's big main event.
And as you saw earlier, Jay Sully, ECW is not for everyone. never seen a more brutal match in my life, Terry Funk. Texas Chain Match Massacre.
I'll tell you one thing, Todd, it was the toughest match that I've ever been in. Not the toughest, but it's darn near it, because I've been in a lot of them through 25 years, and I've been beat up so many times that sometimes I can't even remember halfway what happened that far back. You know, I'm not saying I got Alzheimer's disease, which I could have too, you know, but I wasn't very satisfied with what happened in that match. And you know that, and I've talked to you about it. And then you can take a look at my arm and the scars on my body and my head. And I want to say one thing. I want the Dark Patriot and Eddie Gilbert at the same time in a tag team match, or else I want them one at a time. That's very important to me. And in fact, with the Patriot's going to be hanging around here, I'd like to say dark side. What is he, from the dark side of Tennessee? You can't kid me. He's from somewhere that Eddie Gilbert is from. I'm not no ignorant podunk from the South that can't figure out a damn thing. I know where the man's from. They went ahead and doubled up on me, and now I want to say one thing. I want the Patriot in a hair match or a tag team match, but let me put up my hair. Let him put up his mask. Now listen to what I'm saying right now. I'll put up my hair. And the older a man gets, you know, I might have less hair than whenever I was a kid, but the prouder we get of it, and the more that we want to keep it. And I damn sure want to keep my hair, but I damn sure want to take that mask off of the Dark Patriot, and I know I can. What does he call him? What is it, the Alliance? What alliance is it that he calls it?
I'm not sure.
You know what alliance it is. It's not the Dark Alliance. It's the Eddie Gilbert Dangerous Alliance. Well, let's find out how dangerous they are. If they're dangerous, put the hair on the line. Put it on the line. I'll snatch him bald-headed before the night's over.
We'll try to get it signed.
To reshape the body is a relatively simple procedure. You begin by removing the excess from one area and molding it into muscle in a more desirable position. This may be easily accomplished by use of a simple household apparatus, the Solaflex Fitness Machine, just $39 a month. What are you waiting for?
The pros who play the game of your dreams are coming to the Tylenol Kids Classic. So are some of golf's greatest weekend warriors, including Sir Charles and Eric Lindros, the Earl of Ice. It's dream golf at its finest at the Tylenol Kids Classic, July 25th through 27th at beautiful White Manor Country Club in Malvern. For tickets, call 215-565-GOLF and dream on.
AMC presents a star-studded, star-spangled Independence Day with song and dance from your favorite stars.
Please won't you leave my girl alone?
Let's take the long way home.
The sweater. It's wrong. And the peekaboo thing. Well, all right. Well, all right, then. Dig, dig, dig. Well, all right. Let yourself go.
It's a marathon of star-spangled rhythm. This 4th of July, beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern, only on AMC.
Today, a man came into the bank for a $500 loan. $500. Banks don't make loans that small. It's just too much paperwork. I told him, try a collateral loan. A pawnbroker. No paperwork and very fair interest rates. He said, pawnbrokers, are they reliable? I said, certainly. It's like any other business. You just have to be careful who you deal with.
Carver W. Reed, corner of 10th and Sansom Street, since 1860.
Wonderful back here with the newest tag team in the Eastern Championship Wrestling. We got Vladimir Koloff, and we got the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff, former WWF champion. Tell us a little bit about it, Russian Bear.
It's my pleasure. Everybody knows the Koloff name. It's been in the history of wrestling already, but it will continue because the greatest Koloff is coming onto the scene. And that is my young nephew, Vladimir. 300 pounds, 6'3". There is no man in wrestling that can defeat him. and everybody knows the experience of Ivan Koloff as the master of the Koloff family for many, many generations. We are going to see the alliance of young nephew and Ivan together. I challenge any team that super destroys anyone to come after the Koloffs because we're coming after you. Turn tail, and you'd better run. We are the masters.
Introducing the corner to Mike. In the corner to my left, from Portugal, he weighs 183 pounds, Hervé Ernesto, and his partner, weighing at 240 pounds, the madman from the Badlands, Glenn Osborne. From the Soviet Union, combined weight 240 kilos, the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff, and his nephew, Vladimir Koloff.
Back here.
Well, I tell you what, this is a very unique promotion, Jay Sully. We are the only promotion in the history of wrestling that has a Cyclops as its commissioner and president. Todd Gordon will keep one eye on all of us. In other words, he is a Cyclops.
Todd Gordon better keep more than one eye on you, Paulie Dangerously. He better have eyes in the back of his head.
And look at the quickness of the 300-plus pound Vladimir Koloff, the greatest athlete. And look at that now, working on the arm. You know, the Koloffs, much like many great wrestling families, are very apt in the art of submission wrestling.
Already working on that left arm of Hervé Ernesto. Vladimir Koloff, just another one of the mighty members of the Koloff family, another nephew taken under the wing of Ivan Koloff, former world heavyweight champion and many times over world tag team champion, Paulie.
He was a world, of course, I'm talking about the great Ivan Koloff. He was a world tag team champion with Ole Anderson. He was a world tag team champion, as you notice, Vladimir twisting the arm of Hervé. He was a world tag team champion with Nikita Koloff. He was a world tag team champion with Don Cornudo. Ivan Koloff, the maker of champions. And look at the ugly face, the sins of humanity written on the face of the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff.
Definitely not a fan favorite here in Philadelphia, Paulie.
Nor does he need to be. But notice now, a body slam, wham, right on the arm. Look at the pressure that adds to the tricep, to the bicep, to the upper arm, to the shoulder, to the muscles that connect to the shoulder, to the tendon, to the ligament. Ernesto might as well give up right now. It's all over.
Heck with the pressure, Paulie. It looks like he's going to tear the arm completely off Hervé Ernesto.
He'll make this guy just like that baseball player, Dave Dravecky. He better give up sooner or later because the Koloffs have no mercy. They give none and they expect none. They'll rip that arm clean off.
Here comes the veteran Ivan Koloff into the ring. Debuting here in the ECW, but as we said, fans, Ivan Koloff's been around a long time. He knows all the tricks.
Oh, man, look at this. He has him way up in the air. He's using his body weight against him. He'll snap that arm.
Amazing that Hervé Ernesto's been able to hang on as long as he has, Paulie. He's been an incredible display here, working over that left arm, both Vladimir and Ivan.
Well, my question is it guts or is it stupidity, Jay Sully? This man needs to give up. If he gives up, he has a chance at keeping his career. If he doesn't give up, they're going to break that arm off, and there's no way it can be repaired. He'll be like Humpty Dumpty.
The referee might have to stop this one, Paulie. He may have to interject himself in this match to put a stop to this if Hervé won't give up. That arm's just hanging.
Oh, man, and here comes a 300-plus pound Vladimir Koloff. Not a lot of experience, but an incredible amount of brute force. And notice now the arm bent backwards. Notice Ernesto can't straighten it out. And Vladimir showing absolutely no, whoa, mercy. A power slam right on the arm.
A 2 count on Hervé Ernesto, but Vladimir pulled him up Why is he doing that, Paul?
Well, that was almost a modified belly-to-belly into a power slam on the arm. He's pulling him up because he wants a submission. He wants to hear this man say, I quit. He wants to hear him say, uncle. And right now, I think Vladimir's doing the job.
Incredible. There it is, man. The referee's called for the bell. Vladimir Koloff. We've got a submission here. Hervé Ernesto finally has to give up. Their debut here in the ECW.
Your winner on a submission, Ivan and Vladimir Koloff.
Unbelievable victory for the Koloffs. What do we have coming up next, Sully?
Next match, we've got that special grudge match, Paul Lee. We've got Larry Winters and Tony Hitman Stetson. We'll be right back, fans. Stay tuned.
Eastern Championship Wrestling is brought to you in part by Carver W. Reeves, your Quality Plus Ford dealers, and SoloFlex. Tell them you saw them on Eastern Championship Wrestling.
Dick Gregory for the Bahamian diet. The problem is you're overweight, whether it's 10 pounds or 150 pounds. Hey, I've been there, and the solution is simple. The Bahamian diet. Mix it with fruit juice, drink it for breakfast and lunch, eat a well-balanced meal for dinner, drink 8 glasses of water every day, and walk a mile every day. Hey, that's all there is to it. Don't wait. Start right now. You can do it. I know. I've been there, and it ain't pretty.
Available at GNC and most health stores.
There is a big difference between weightlifting and all other forms of exercise. Aerobics and sports are fine for tone and endurance, but only weightlifting will make your muscles grow. SoloFlex, unlike many of its imitators, is true weightlifting because it is isotonic. Isotonic exercise provides positive and negative resistance. Resistance on the power stroke and resistance on the return stroke. Isokinetic exercise is positive resistance only, cheating you out of half the exercise, cheating you out of building muscle. SoloFlex will allow you to do those negative reps, and it's the negative reps that are responsible for virtually all muscle growth. SoloFlex, if you're serious about your body. Now only $39 down and $39 a month. Call now for a free SoloFlex brochure.
Then we'll go up to Jersey. This is Paulie Dangerously live on location. We are cruising through Philadelphia right here in the ECW production van so that I can show you people just how much of a king to Philadelphia Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert has been. Just to show you people the worship that has been bestowed upon Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, not only in Old City, not just on Delaware Avenue, not just on South Street, not just in the main line. No, I'm talking about all of Philadelphia. Hey, halfway up the Jersey Turnpike, people dropping to their knees, looking up, saying, thank you, King, for coming to Philadelphia. So we're here in the ECW production van, and quite frankly, I shared about as much of my day with you as I'd like to. So watch this piece of videotape on your king, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. That's enough.
What's going on here, man? You,
King Edward.
You dragged me off the dance floor. I'm not supposed to be working on a Friday night. What's going on here?
Catmandu. Who came out with that Bob Seger, didn't he?
With the song Catmandu? Yes, I do believe so, Eddie.
Thank you, Jay Sully. Tell everyone out there what a feeling it was tonight walking into my new club, my most happening place in Philadelphia,
the King of Philadelphia. I have made my entrance tonight. They all knew who I was. They all dropped down their knees, and they started going, oh, King Edward, oh, it's so great to be around you. Not only you walking around with me and feeling it, and a couple girls even hit on him. I'm sorry, we'll cut that out for your wife. But anyway, we just walk around. We even got someone else special to come with us. Come over here right now.
No, I don't want to be on TV.
Yes, you do.
Interested in you.
ECW President Todd Gordon's here with us.
No.
Stay right here.
He has embarrassed me for the last time. I can't take it
How can I
everywhere.
embarrass you? You ain't done a good enough job at your own.
This is Philadelphia, my town, our town.
Oh, now you're the King of Philadelphia. Is that what you're
I
telling me?
don't want to be the King of Philadelphia. Terry
You're
Funk may be the King of Philadelphia. Terry
Just
Funk may be the
just
King
say
of
it. Just say it.
Philadelphia.
You're envious of me standing out here in your city, you want to call it, in front of Camp Mandu, the most happening place in Philadelphia, just because I was there, and tonight was King's night. That surprised you, didn't it? That surprised you.
How much is
like it did Jay, so just like it did Matt behind the camera, and Bob, and all the rest, all my subjects of Philadelphia walked around there tonight. Huh?
Get my attorney on the phone.
You have one?
How much is this going to cost you, Todd Gordon?
For what?
For every
What
glass
did I
that you
do?
broke in there, every bottle that you broke in
That was all a celebration. Philadelphia's never had anything. The 76ers couldn't do anything. The Phillies sure won't do anything. What? They got beat by the Florida Marlins, huh? These the Flyers, they can't do anything. It made you feel good.
I'm out of here.
I don't care.
Each other, Paulie, dangerously. Well, after that action that we saw from the Battle Royal, of course they don't like each other. Larry Winters is not happy at all with the hitman, Tony Stetson. Stetson, after all, collected a contract on Winters.
Larry Winters has got a chair outside the ring now. Whoa, wham, right on top of the head of Tony Stetson. And again.
Well, I guess this is the type of action that Todd Gordon's going to keep his one eye on, huh?
Unbelievable. Oh, dropping the neck of Tony Stetson down over that steel ring barrier. I've never seen Larry Winters this hot in my life, Paulie.
Winters is absolutely out of control right now.
Referee trying to get Larry back in the ring, but he's not going anywhere without the hitman, Tony Stetson.
In the ring, out of control, and now Larry Winters all over the hitman, Tony Stetson. Smart game plan by Winters, but he has to watch the count by the referee.
Joking Tony Stetson down there on that middle rope. Nice boot to the head, and a second, a third.
What do you mean a nice boot to the head? A well-placed boot to the head, a vicious kick to the head. How can it be a nice boot to the head? What's the difference, Sully, between a nice boot and a not nice boot? Wham, a punch right to the head, but beautiful right to the eyes by Tony Stetson.
Stetson firing back with a right hand.
Well, this is an all-out brawl, and the referee obviously is going to give both of these guys a little bit of slack because they want this feud settled here in the ECW.
These two going toe-to-toe here. Tony Stetson now some kind of throwing Larry Winters outside the ring. He's going to follow him outside, fans. Only bad things can happen outside that ring.
Well, it's not a nice place to be on the hard concrete floor. There's a lot of added elements, and again now, the referee giving a lot of slack. Wow!
Tony Stetson with a chair of his own, smashing Larry Winters over the head with that steel chair. Couple well-placed boots to the head, Paulie.
See, that's a lot better. A lot of well-placed boots to the head. Now the referee, whoa!
What was that he hit Larry Winters with?
Who cares? He's smacking them all over the place.
Looks like a soda can or some kind of can that he picked up. Incredible. This thing broke it down completely, Paulie. I can't call this a wrestling match.
Obviously, there are standing orders to let these two guys finish their feud off so that this kind of violence can stop here in the ECW. The referee giving a lot of slack to these two guys, but right now, Stetson rolling him over now, but doesn't go for the pin. He's using a blatant chokehold on his former partner. Whoa!
Oh. Tony Stetson pushing the referee out of the way. We'll see what the ref has to say about that. That's a blatant infraction of the rules there, Paulie.
And now another referee comes down.
The second referee making his way to the ring here, fans. I don't even know if 2 referees can control this action.
Whoa! He goes down again.
Larry Winters this time pushing the referee out of the way. What are these 2 guys doing?
Obviously, these guys are completely out of hand, and now there are 2 referees down there. And obviously, like I said, the unwritten standing order. Whoa!
Both men there momentarily back together, knocking down the referee. Oh! Here comes the second referee into the ring.
Let's see what no!
Tony Stetson's big right hand knocks that referee down.
And now it's gone too far. The third referee has called for the bell. You cannot put your hands on an official.
That's 2 officials that had their hands put
All
on
right,
there,
you can't put your hands on 2 officials. If the order stands for 1, it certainly stands for 2.
Tony Stetson bringing Larry Winters down. Oh, there's the third referee that's taking a big right hand. Unbelievable. Here comes the wrestlers out of the dressing room. Mr. Rockin' Rebel trying to break things up here. These 2 still going to pull apart brawl here. They're pulling Larry Winters away. Referee calling for the bell.
Oh, they're holding him. They're not pulling him away. They're holding him.
They're holding him as Tony Stetson fires away with a couple big right hands. Oh, now the Rockin' Rebel acts as though he's trying to separate the 2. Here's the Wild Man Sal Palumbo. There's Iron Man Tommy Tyra. There's Glenn Osborne. Things are really out of control here, fans.
Well, Sully, we got bodies all over the place.
I don't know what the official decision was on that match, Paul.
They're going back at it.
Unbelievable. Tony Stetson, Larry Winters. Nobody, 5 guys can't tear these 2 apart. This feud isn't finished here, I don't think, Paul Lee.
Look at this now. Winters going after the pants of the hitman, Tony Stetson. And now Palumbo's losing his temper. We got a volatile situation here.
Incredible, folks. Finally, we've got the 2 separated. Oh, but no, it's just as they said that. Here comes Larry Winters diving outside the ring, trying to get back at Tony Stetson.
And look at Stetson showing that discretion is the better part of valor. He's getting out of there. Let him get paid to fight Winters again.
Incredible, fan.
If you want a tough #1 selling American-built truck, and you've waited for the best time to buy a new truck, then see your Quality Plus Ford dealer now during Ford Truck Month. Now F-Series pickups come with preferred care, the best roadside service program available, all at no extra charge. Plus, you can qualify for an extra $500 cash back now on F-Series pickups. Hurry, Ford Truck Month. And soon. See your Quality Plus Ford dealer today.
You better hit the ground running in a new Ford truck.
Why is Isuzu America's #1 selling low cab forward truck? With over 150 vocational applications.
O'Connor Truck Sales, the #1 Isuzu dealer in the tri-state area.
When good just isn't good enough.
Hey, that's super premium. Do you really think you need that high an octane for your car?
I don't know. But I do know this. I feel my car runs better on premium. And I have other things to worry about.
You don't take any chances, do you?
I figure if I put the best in, I'll get the best out.
So when good just isn't good enough for you, experience our best. Fly with the new Superpower. Citgo.
Carver W. Lee, corner of 10th and Phantom Street, since 1860.
like to introduce a challenger from Mystic Isle, New Jersey. He weighs 251 pounds, the holder of the Pennsylvania state title, Iron Man Tommy Cairo. Representing Hot Stuff International from the Fiji Islands. He weighs 252 pounds, the current ECW television champion, Jimmy Superfly Snuka!
Big match in the ring here, Paulie. We've got the Pennsylvania State Heavyweight Champion, Iron Man Tommy Cairo, facing off against the ECW Television Champion, Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Jimmy Superfly Snuka, a member of the conglomerate that has now occurred between Hot Stuff International and the financial backing of the Dangerous Alliance, the ECW Television Champion, which signifies the best wrestler on ECW television today, and that, as of right now, is Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
The Pennsylvania State Heavyweight Champion's nothing to sneeze at, Paulie. Iron Man Tommy Cairo.
Who sneezed
He
at
can't
him?
hold his own in the ring.
Well, I don't care what he does in the ring. What I care about is what kind of wrestling he does. If he wants to hold his own, that's that man's business, not mine.
He's a great scientific wrestler, Paulie Dangerously.
I never took that away from him, but he would gladly trade in the Pennsylvania State Heavyweight Championship, prestigious as it may be, for the ECW TV title, held by the legendary Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
Well, he just might, win that TV championship right here in this match, Paulie. Who knows?
Hey, I never said that Iron Man Cairo can't win the title. I just said it's going to be a tough fight for him to beat Jimmy Snuka.
A step over by the Iron Man. Oh, a nice reversal, the hip toss of Jimmy Snuka. Oh, big body slam on the Superfly. Cairo rebounds off the rope. Oh, and a reverse.
Whoa!
Kick there. Knocking the Superfly right out of the ring, Paulie.
Yeah, but you see, with the wrestling strategy of the King, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, the financial backing of Paulie Dangerously and through the corporate sponsors of the Dangerous Alliance, and with the Dark Patriot and the magnificent Morocco, the ECW Heavyweight Champion out there with Jimmy Snuka, I'm not all that worried. Plus, don't forget, I'm only a telephone throw away.
And why is Don Morocco and the Dark Patriot at ringside, Paulie? What business do they have out there?
Because I obtained for them a temporary managerial license because Hot Stuff, the King Eddie Gilbert, has been touring around Philadelphia looking over his kingdom. And I myself must be up here to make sure that, whoa, beautiful chop by Jimmy Snuka, to make sure that you call these matches objectively.
Eddie Gilbert, the king of Philadelphia.
You scoff?
I scoff. Nice, incredible thrust to the throat of the Iron Man, Tommy Cairo. Excuse me, mumbling there, Paulie.
Incredible array of talent that has been assembled here in the ECW by Paul E. Dangerously and Hot Stuff, the King Eddie. How could you scoff at the King?
The King, Eddie Gilbert.
The King. I thank you. Thank you, Jay Sully, for finally acknowledging that Eddie Gilbert is truly the king of Philadelphia.
You cut me off, Paulie. That wasn't what I was about to say, but let's get back to the action in the ring. Jimmy Snuka, the boot to the midsection, bringing the Iron Man.
The man's barefoot.
With a bare foot to the midsection, bringing the Iron Man.
Correct, a barefoot kick. That's correct.
The impact was still there. Oh, Tommy Cairo firing back with a boot of his own. That was a boot, Paulie. A standing vertical suplex on the Superfly.
And Snuka's not the first one to his feet, so Cairo has the advantage.
Whipping the Superfly across the ring. High back body drop on Jimmy Superfly Snuka. That's got to hurt, Paulie.
Cairo needs to take advantage of this. If he has any hope against Superfly Snuka, he must take advantage, and now Snuka back in control.
Oh, Jimmy Snuka with a leapfrog attempt there, catching Tommy Cairo right in the neck. That was an effective move. There's a cover. There's one. There's two. Tommy Cairo able to power out just in time.
Hey, I never said that Tommy Cairo was a slouch or a pushover. Superfly Snuka's facing the best. Oh, he lost his footing.
Lost his footing, my eye. Don Morocco tripped him up around ringside.
No. I didn't see that.
I bet you I know where Don Morocco learned that, Paulie Dangerously.
I bet you don't. All I can see is that Tommy Cairo is a clumsy oaf, and he's about to get defeated by Superfly Jimmy Snuka because he's going straight to the top rope.
Superfly climbing up to his familiar perch. Up top the third turnbuckle. Looks like he's going to fly his patented move.
And nobody comes off the top like Superfly Jimmy Snuka.
There's the cover. 1, 2, 3. There it is, fans. Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Your winner and still ECW television champion, Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
He beat him fair and square. Did you see that clumsy Tommy Cairo losing his footing? He beat that man 1, 2, 3 in the center of the ring. There was no controversy about it, and I am so proud of Superfly Snuka.
That's not the way the fans, and that's not the way I saw it. Paulie Dangerously.
Whoa.
Terry Funk entering the ring now.
Now, what business does Terry Funk have out there right now? He's not scheduled for a match. What's he doing?
Terry Funk now talking to the referee about, I believe he's telling the referee that Don Morocco tripped up Tommy Cairo so Jimmy Snuka could gain advantage in that match, Paul. Yes, that's exactly what he's doing.
Now, you know, Terry Funk ought to know. What? No way. No reverse. No way.
I believe, yes.
No, the decision must stand.
Terry Funk trying to get this decision. Yes, he has. The Iron Man, Tommy Cairo, has been named victorious in this match. Terry Funk out ringside. Complaining to the referee, explaining exactly what happened. Don Morocco tripping up the Iron Man, Tommy Cairo, and the referees reverse the decision. The Iron Man, Tommy Cairo, victorious here in the ECW. All right, fans, let's hear these comments from Wildman Sal Balola.
What a travesty.
Your winner, Iron Man, Tommy Cairo.
Anyway, here's the man with a crack in his head. Everybody thinking I am with a big crack in my head. I want a suicide blonde. And I'll tell you what what happened is this. When I was a young kid, I see more Roman movies, and also I see another thing, the Three Musketeers. You know, the two big guys, there's a Porthos Aramis and the curly hair. We can be the Three Musketeers. And I'll tell you what, you blonde, you 1, 2, 3. I say one thing. One is too tall to be a man, to be a midget. One is too small, too short to be a man. And another one he thinks he's Andre the Midget. So what we're going to do with those three guys? Well, the stepstone. And my two big buddy behind me, I'm telling you, I'm going to have a crack in my head. But I think after the match, somebody else will have a crack in his head. You got that? To this side, blonde, what did you say? I don't know.
Today, a man came into the bank for a $500 loan. $500. Banks don't make loans that small. It's just too much paperwork. I told him, try a collateral loan. A pawnbroker. No paperwork and very fair interest rates. He said, pawnbrokers, are they reliable? I said, certainly. It's like any other business. You just have to be careful who you deal with.
Carver W. Reed, corner of 10th and Phantom Street, since 1860.
Dick Gregory for the Bahamian diet. The problem is you're overweight, whether it's 10 pounds or 150 pounds. Hey, I've been there, and the solution is simple. The Bahamian diet. Mix it with fruit juice, drink it for breakfast and lunch, eat a well-balanced meal for dinner, drink 8 glasses of water every day, and walk a mile every day. Hey, that's all there is to it. Don't wait. Start right now. You can do it. I know. I've been there, and it ain't pretty.
Available at GNC and most health stores.
This is Paul E. Dangerously. If you'd like to find out how stars like moi, like Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, like Superfly Jimmy Snuka, like Don the Magnificent Morocco, hey, even like Road Warrior Hawk, can travel to your town, to your city, to your community, to your high school, all you have to do is call the number on the screen. The ECW tell you all about how to bring stars like me straight to you.
If you want the hottest looking new compact pickup, and you want the #1 selling compact pickup in America, then see your Quality Plus Ford dealer now during Ford Truck Month. Now a 93 Ranger is all new inside and out, and is just $199 per month for 24 months. Ford Ranger Splash is now the 40th new pickup in town. Hurry, Ford Truck Month. Ends soon. See your Quality Plus Ford dealer today.
You better hit the ground running in a new Ford truck.
A college recruiter would love to see a video that looks like this. Not. They would rather see a professional video that looks like this. Get noticed with an individualized highlight video by Game Plan USA. Call 1-800-284.
Well, we're here just moments before the big match. 1/3 of the Suicide Blondes, Sir Richard Michaels with Hunter Q. Robbins III against 1/3 of the Three Musketeers, Wildman Sal Bellomo.
Bellomo, I've always known you were an idiot. So has every fan out there. But tonight you really proved it, buddy, because you aligned yourself with the two biggest losers in the ECWs, the Super Destroyers. But worse than that, when you aligned yourself with them, you aligned yourself against me. And that's going to be your downfall, buddy, because Sir Richard here is going to take you down. Not just down to the mat, but underneath it. You tell him, Richard.
Salvatore Bellomo, 1/3 of the Three Musketeers. You look like you Three Musketeers, you fat slob, but that's got nothing to do with it. I've worked hard for everything I've got. You're a nut. I'm taking you down. Taking him down is right. 1/3 of the Suicide Blondes, Sir Richard Michaels with Hunter Q. Robbins against 1/3 of the Three Musketeers, Wildman Sal Bellomo.
At this time, I would like to introduce the manager, Hunter Q. Robbins III. One half of the Suicide Blondes. From anywhere but Philadelphia, Sir Richard Michaels. From Italy, he weighs 291 pounds. Wildman Salvatore Bellomo.
Back here in the Eagles' Nest with Paul E. Dangerously fans, and wow, we got a wild one here. We've got the Wildman Sal Bellomo, 1/3 of the Three Musketeers, facing off against 1/3 of the tag team champions, the Suicide Blondes, Sir Richard Michaels.
Sir Richard Michaels, one of the finest competitors ever in the EC. You know, I tell you what, I'm here in the ECW as a favor to my best friend and personal confidant, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. People like Terry Funk and Jim Cornette keep meddling in our business, and I'm going to start making it a personal and professional venture instead of just a favor. Do you know what that would mean, Sully?
I'm afraid to even think about it, Paulie.
Injury added to insult. Wow.
This match already underway, fans. Sir Richard Michaels has got the Wild Man, Sal Balomo, in the corner, working on that big midsection of the Wild Man. Whipping Sal across the ring, firing away with an elbow.
And he looks more like a homicide blonde instead of a suicide blonde right now, doesn't he?
The newest...
Oh, man, a poke right to the eyes. Call the action that you see, Sully.
And a headbutt, the Wild Man, Sal Balomo. I make no excuses for the Wild Man. He has shown some scientific, skills in the past, but he's a real brawler, Paulie. You know that.
Bacha Galoop has a real hard cement head. What can I tell you?
Hey, Sal Balomo before the match told me, like the Liberty Bell, he's got a crack in his head.
Now, what did he do, just kiss the referee?
I don't know, and I think the referee is wondering as well, admonishing Sal Balomo for that big kiss Sal planted on the ref. Hunter Q. Robbins visibly upset outside the ring, having a screaming go with a fan at ringside. Back in the ring, Sir Richard Michaels with a standing drop kick on Sal, bringing the big Wild Man to his feet. Off his feet. Excuse me, Paulie.
Yeah, but you see, Bacha Galoop's in a lot of trouble right now, and a lot of trouble at the hands of Sir Richard Michaels.
What's Sir Richard Michaels doing now? He's trying to stuff something in the mouth of Wild Man Sal Balomo.
Looks to me like a Three Musketeers bar.
Ah, that's exactly what it is, Paulie. What an insult.
He's sticking a Three Musketeers. Wow, and that got Bacha Galoop temper.
Snap mare by Wild Man Sal Balomo. Now he's got that Three Musketeers bar. Let's see what he tries to do. I think he's going to shove it down the throat of Sir Richard Michaels.
And you condone that type of action by Bacha Galoop, don't you?
Hey, Sal Balomo's only doing to Sir Richard Michaels what he had done to him, Paulie.
So violence begets violence. When does it all stop, Sully?
I don't know, Paulie. The ECW, just incredible, the action here. Who knows where it stops? Who knows where it started?
Well, I'll tell you what, right now, Sir Richard Michaels needs to turn the momentum around in this contest because Bacha Galoop is snapping, marrying him, and he's kicking them all over the ring.
Wild Man Sal Balomo on top of things here.
Now look at that, he's ripping at the man's nose. What kind of scientific maneuver is that?
It's not a scientific maneuver at all, Paulie. You know that. Well, how can you not condone a move like that? I've seen members of the Dangerous Alliance many times break the eyes and tear at the nose of their competitors.
Listen, you mind your own business when I'm up here as a color commentator, but right now, your business would be to describe the tremendous action and the violence being employed by Sir Richard Michaels.
Oh, whipping Sal into the corner. Sal gets out of the way, and Sir Richard Michaels now caught on that top turnbuckle, dangling from the ring here.
Oh, man, he's in a dangerous predicament right here. And Hunter Q. Robbins needs to regroup his man, and he needs to get him back on the right track because Bacha Galoop is really taking it to Sir Richard Michaels right now.
Whipping Sir Richard across the ring. Following it up, oh, with a big splash into the corner. Knocking the wind out of Sir Richard Michaels at the very least. Oh, but Sir Richard able to get out of the way. A nice move there. Looks like he's going to try to roll up down there. He is. Oh, he's got his foot on. Oh, the referee.
Oh, come on. 1, 2, 3. He had him.
Hunter Q. Robbins upset outside the ring here. He thought Sir Richard Michaels had the Duke there. Oh, Sal Balomo gets that knee up into the face of Sir Richard Michaels. There it is. There's one. There's two. There's three. Sal Balomo. Incredible victory. 1/3 of the Three Musketeers. The Wild Man.
Salvatore Balomo!
No, 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 no. Oh, here we go. And the Suicide Blondes are back and forth.
Here come the other 2/3 of the Suicide Blondes. Sir Christopher Candido, Sir Jonathan Hotbody. They're all in the ring. Hunter Q. Robbins knocks down the referee. All three Suicide Blondes putting the boots in the elbows to the Wild Man Sal Balomo.
Where there's one Suicide Blonde, there's two. And where there's two, there's three. And where there's three, there's violence.
Totally. Oh, look, here come the Super Destroyers. This will even things up, folks. The Super Destroyers number 1 and 2 coming to the aid of Sal Balomo in the ring. Clearing house here, those Super Destroyers. Super D number 1, Super D number 2.
It's completely out of hand here. Bacha Galoop and his Musketeers are out of control.
Okay, fans, we've got to get out of here. We're about out of time.
Eastern Championship Wrestling is brought to you by Carver W. Reed, corner of 10th and Sampson Streets, sellers of fine diamonds and gold jewelry since 1860, and your Quality Plus 4 dealers, where you'll find 5 of the 10 best-selling vehicles. See your local Quality Plus 4 dealer today.
We need to talk. You see, you and I have something in common. Batman. To destroy Batman, we must first turn him into what he hates the most. Namely, us.
In the neighborhood, a violent day in the neighborhood. I'll see you next week, Sully. You're so cute to hang out with.
We're out of here, fans. We'll see you next week. And don't forget, we've got that big tag team title match.
Whoa, keep it going here, Sully.
Oh, we've got a couple extra minutes. Our director's giving. We've got a little bit more time.
Hey, are we still rolling, Sully?
Oh.
Sully, listen, I tell you what. Let's keep on commentating on it just in case. You know, they could, before this thing airs, look at this. That arm's broken, man. Look at that.
Sir Christopher Candido outside the ring in a lot of pain, Paulie. They're holding that left arm. That could be broken, Paulie.
Oh, man, it is. Look at the way that arm is bent. You know, an arm's not supposed to bend that way.
What effect do you think that broken arm's going to have on the big tag team title match next week?
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh, we got to get out of here, fans. There's...
Eastern Championship Wrestling is brought to you by Carver W. Reed, corner of 10th and Sampson Street, sellers of fine diamonds and gold jewelry since 1860, and your Quality Plus 4 dealers, where you'll find 5 of the 10 best-selling vehicles. See your local Quality Plus 4 dealer today.
Welcome, wrestling fans, to another exciting edition of Eastern Championship Wrestling. My name's Jay Sully. I'm here with the CEO of the Dangerous Alliance, Paulie Dangerously, and the president of the ECW, Mr. Todd Gordon. Todd, you seem a bit upset. What's the problem this week?
I'm more than a bit upset, Jay Sully. I promised last week there was going to be suspensions and fines if people didn't knock it off. This involves you and everybody else in that locker room. Anybody comes out of that locker room who doesn't belong out here tonight, there's going to be a suspension, and it's going to happen tonight.
You heard it straight from the president, folks. We've got a great card ahead of us tonight, Paulie. We've got the new tag team champions, the Super Destroyers, putting their belts on the line with some very special stipulations. We've also got a TV title match with Superfly Jimmy Snuka putting the belt on the line against this man, the living legend, Terry Funk.
Now that's a real fool. That's part of the Dangerous Alliance right there. That's whatever part, a third. I know he's not a full one part because he's only half a man. I would like to say, you people at home, call up your neighbors right now and tell them they're in for a treat tonight. We've got a main event here in ECW that I'm looking forward to, because I'm going to get a chance at a part of the dangerous so-called alliance. I'm going to have Jimmy Snuka in here before the night's over, and I'm going to do my best to beat the hell out of him.
The living legend, Terry Funk, facing off against the TV title tonight. Now let's hear from Sal Balomo and the Super Destroyers about their upcoming tag title match.
Stevie Wonderful back here with ECW President Todd Gordon. And Todd, I understand you have an announcement for us?
Stevie Wonderful, the match has been signed for next week. The tag team titles are on the line. The Super Destroyers against the Suicide Blondes. Special stipulations. If the Blondes lose, they're out of the ECW forever. Sal Balomo handcuffed at ringside to Hunter Q. Robbins III. Who knows what's going to happen, but the tag team titles are on the line next week.
Wow, unbelievable.
We told you all what was going to happen. Everybody knows. Hunter Q. Robbins, guess what, baby? We're going to hit you, and we're going to hit you big, right where it hurts, in your pocketbook. What do you think, too?
That's right. The midgets are going down. We're keeping these belts, and nobody's going to take them from us.
Nobody's going to take the matter from me because I'm going to be handcuffed to the manager. You know what? One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to eat lots of garlic that day. You know why? Because I'm going to beat it right in your face. And when I'm going to beat it in your face, we're going to say, please stop. And I'm going to be handcuffed on you, and you're going to go nowhere.
Carver W. Reed, corner of 10th and Sansom Streets since 1860.
The #1 selling trucks are only at your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
The truck is built for trucks.
The Quality Built Ford Explorer, the #1 selling truck in its class, has more overall passenger and cargo space for more room and comfort for the whole family.
It sets you free.
Explorer's at home on the highway or off the road. Loaded with extras, save up to $1,900. 5 of the top 10 bestsellers in America, including Ford Explorer, are at your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
You better hit the ground running in a new Ford truck. Hey, hey.
Dick Gregory for the Bahamian Diet.
The problem is you're overweight, whether it's 10 pounds or 150 pounds. Hey, I've been there, and the solution is simple. The Bahamian Diet. Mix it with fruit juice, drink it for breakfast and lunch, eat a well-balanced meal for dinner, drink 8 glasses of water every day, and walk a mile every day. Hey, that's all it is to it. Don't wait. Start right now. You can do it. I know. I've been there, and it ain't pretty.
Available at GNC and most health stores.
This is Paul E. Dangerously. Not that I need an introduction, but if you want to know the latest in the ECW, pick up your phone. Dial 215-544-0421. How's that, huh? Well, it's all on the line this hour, gentlemen. Sir Christopher Candido with the broken arm, and Hunter Q. Robbins, you will be handcuffed to Wild Man Sal Balomo, and if the Suicide Blondes do not win back their titles right here, right now, they have to leave the ECW. It's all stacked against you.
Well, Paulie, it may be stacked against us, but we've been down before. Yeah, they tried to hurt Chris. Yeah, they tried to hurt Jonathan. They tried to get us down, but let me tell you something. We've been down before, and no matter what they've got against us, I've still got faith in my guys. You tell them, Chris.
You guys tried to end my career, and now you're really trying to end it. You're trying to kick the Suicide Blondes out of the ECW. Well, Three Musketeers, I'm telling you guys, no matter what you do to me or Hot Body or Sir Richard, you cannot back the Suicide Blondes into a corner and expect us to not come out fighting.
The Suicide Blondes laid all on the line. They want the ECW titles, but he has a broken arm, and he has to be handcuffed to the Wild Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match, one fall, 40-minute time limit. It is for the ECW Tag Team Championship. We have one special stipulation. Hunter Q. Robbins will be handcuffed to Salvatore Bellomo. The challengers from anywhere but Philadelphia. Their weight, combined weight, 600 pounds, counting their ego. Sir Richard Michaels, Sir Jonathan Hotbody, the Suicide Blonde, and parts unknown. Over 600 pounds combined weight. The current ECW Tag Team Champions, the Super Destroyers.
You know, I personally am very disgusted that you would treat Hunter Q. Robbins III like a common criminal and have him handcuffed to Bachagaloop over here.
Hey, what's got to happen's got to happen, Paulie Dangerously.
Okay, Rocky.
Those in charge here at the ECW felt the only way these Super Destroyers were going to get a fair shake is if Wild Man Sal was handcuffed to Hunter Q.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I still find it utterly to look at Bachagaloop, the bully that he happens to be.
Handcuffed ringside to Hunter Q. Robbins.
You know, that Sicilian blood of his runs a little too thick for my taste.
Hey, Paulie, let's not be getting on Sicilians. Don't forget my last name. I'm Sicilian. Don't forget that.
Well, I tell you what, Godfather, I'll make you an offer you can't refuse, okay?
What a way to get this
Hey, are the
going.
fans on here tonight anyway?
The fans?
Yeah,
Are they
they're
on?
catching malaria. It's 120 degrees. Oh, let me guess. That's how hot the action is in the ECW, right?
You got that right, Paulie Dangerously. Every week the action's hot here in the ECW.
Well, it's going to be hotter this week than ever because it's all on the line here. This is it. This is like a final showdown between these two teams. After what happened last week, the broken arm of Sir Christopher Candido, and now it's the belt or nothing. Goodbye, Suicide Blondes, if they can't win back their precious ECW Tag Team Championship. And let me tell you this, Superfly Jimmy Snuka, the best wrestler on ECW television today, the ECW TV champion, will defend his belt in this very program against Amarillo, Texas's miserable, stinking lion, Terry Funk.
The living legend, Terry Funk. That's right, Paulie Dangerously. Jimmy Snuka puts the TV title on the line against Terry Funk here tonight. But first, as you said, we've got an important tag team title match here. We've got the careers, the literal careers of the Suicide Blondes on the line here. If they don't win the titles for the Super Ds here, they're out of the ECW.
See, I've never agreed with any wrestler doing this. I don't understand why a wrestler would be a cheerleader. Why ask for the fan support when you haven't done anything yet? And here the Super Destroyer #1 reaching out for the support of the fans when he hasn't done anything yet. Now he's done something. He's back to Richard Michaels into the corner, but he did nothing when he asked for their support. And a nice clean break in a match that has everything at stake.
I think the Super Ds are playing to the crowd there. I think they're drawing energy from the crowd, Paulie. It's newfound fan favorites here, and I think they're enjoying, getting the applause and the cheers from the fans. I think it only helps them.
Well, right now we have a very confusing situation going on here because Bachagaloop is dragging Sir Hunter Q. Robbins around the ring. I just can't agree with that kind of practice.
I can. It's about time somebody kept an eye on that Hunter Q. Robbins III. All he's done is wreck havoc.
Yeah, but he's not just keeping an eye on him. He's keeping a pair of handcuffs on him, too.
Hey, whatever it takes, Paulie Dangerously. Evidently, those in charge here in the ECW deem it necessary to have Sal Bellomo be the policeman of this match here. And
you mean Bachagaloop, don't you?
I mean the wild man, Sal Bellomo. Oh, a double reversal of an Irish.
Whoa!
Sir Richard Michaels, a nice move on the Super Destroyer #1.
And look how quick Michaels gets to the top rope. If he hits this, it could be over early.
Up to the top rope. Sir Richard Michaels about to fly. Oh! He hit that move. There's one. There's two. But no. Super Destroyer #1 able to kick out. Incredible after that high-flying maneuver, Paul Lee.
Well, obviously, he went for that maneuver just a little bit too early, and that impresses me that the Super Destroyer would kick out some. Well, now look at this dumb move by the Super Destroyer #2, which allows a double team by the Suicide Blonde.
Double team, and I don't think we had a tag there, Paulie. I know Sir Richard is the legal man in the ring, but I think Johnny Hotbody might be saying, yes, I'm right. I didn't see a tag there, Paulie.
You know, let me tell you something.
Hang on, Paulie.
What?
Well, we've got to get out of here.
I want to tell you something.
We've got to get to a commercial break,
You
fans.
see,
We'll be right back, fans. Stay tuned, and we'll bring you the rest of this
Can
match.
I go on?
No, Paulie, we're out of here.
The pros who play the game of your dreams are coming to the Tylenol Kids Classic. So are some of golf's greatest weekend warriors, including Sir Charles and Eric Lindros, the Earl of Ice. It's dream golf at its finest at the Tylenol Kids Classic, July 25th through 27th at beautiful White Manor Country Club in Malvern. For tickets, call 215-565-GOLF and dream on!
Play in the Volleyball Blast, the world's largest volleyball tournament. Call now to play in Atlantic City, August 28th and 29th. Each player gets a free tank top and 2 free tickets to the Franklin Institute. 40 separate teenage and adult divisions. You play against teams your own age and ability. To play, call now or get an entry form at Rite Aid stores or Superfresh or in the press of Atlantic City. The Volleyball Blast, sponsored by Powerade, Prism, Boss 97, and WDRE, and televised on Sports Channel.
Today, a man came into the bank for a $500 loan. $500. Banks don't make loans that small. It's just too much paperwork. I told him, try a collateral loan. A pawnbroker. No paperwork and very fair interest rates. He said, pawnbrokers, are they reliable? I said, certainly. It's like any other business. You just have to be careful who you deal with.
Carver W. Reed, corner of 10th and Sansom Streets since 1860.
Sir Richard Michaels back here in the ring with Super Destroyer #1.
Are we back on? Hello?
Paulie, pay attention. Yes,
Are we back on? Hello?
Important match.
Hello? 1, 2, 3. Are we back on?
Paulie, yes, we're back on. Would you pay attention, please?
Of course I'm paying attention. Everything on the line here. And again, look at the classic double-teaming tactics of the former and future ECW Tag Team Champions, the Suicide Blondes, and look at the beautiful blonde hair of Sir Jonathan Hotbody.
We've talked about this one in weeks past. I'm tired of talking about it. The blonde hair of Sir Jonathan Hotbody.
Up tag. There you go. Nice clean tag.
For the third time.
Nice clean tag.
I again saw no tag. Paulie dangerously. Sir Richard Michaels. Vertical suplex on the big Super Destroyer. Follows it up with a nice elbow drop.
Wow, he really brings down a lot of momentum on that elbow drop, but he missed with the knee. But he's close to his own corner, and he just made a mistake. He's going back after the Super D, but obviously he was not wrong. He goes right back to work on the Super Destroyer.
Working on that left arm of the big Super D. Working on that shoulder now. Driving the knee into that shoulder. Trying to totally incapacitate the Super D's left arm here.
Well, the Super Destroyers are a very powerful tag team, and obviously one thing you want to take away from them is their power. If you take away some of it, now look at this, once again, the double-teaming tactics of the Suicide Blondes and the beautiful blonde Sir Jonathan Hotbody on the top rope.
A legitimate tag there, fans. Jonathan Hotbody, oh, with a double axe handle down on the left forearm, on the left shoulder of the Super Destroyer. The other Super Destroyer number 2, trying to make his way into the ring, and all that does is distract the referee.
Nice legal tag, and in comes Sir Richard Michaels, one of the finest competitors. Another legal tag, by the way.
Holy dangerously, what am I going to do with you?
You're not going to do anything with me. You're going to sit here and you're going to commentate with me.
No,
and maybe, just maybe, you'll learn something. Wham! Right down on the arm.
Continuing to work over the left arm of Super Destroyer number 1. Let's tag to Jonathan Hotbody. Johnny up again on that top rope. Another double axe handle. They're continuing to pummel that left arm.
What's the difference between a nice tag and a bad tag? As long as you tag,
A legitimate tag, I should say. Well, they haven't been tagging all night, Paulie. That's the problem.
Yeah, but the match is going in their favor right now. And, you know, wrestling is all about momentum. And as long as the momentum is on the side of the Suicide Blondes, as long as they dictate the pace of this match and they control it, they will become, once again, the Eastern Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
And if they don't, Paulie, if they somehow don't manage to win the title,
then they are men of their word. They will leave the ECW forever.
You heard it, fans. This is the careers of the Suicide Blondes on the line here. They've got to win the tag team belts or they're out of here. And I know a lot of people will be happy to see that.
And I suppose you'll be one of them.
I'd have to say, yes, I would, Paulie Dangerously.
Yes, I would, Paulie Dangerously. Yes, I would. But right now, it doesn't look like you're going to get your wish, does it, Jay Sully? As Sir Richard Michaels completely dominates the pace of this match and even takes it up 2 tempos as he works the Super Destroyer back towards his own corner, away from his tag, away from his partner, so that he cannot make... Wow! Right in the gut.
Super D number 1 fighting back with a big right hand to the midsection. There's the tag we've been looking for. Super D number 2, the big man in the ring. A right hand, a second right hand. Here comes Sir Jonathan Hotbody. And he gets 2 big right hands, and a third. A double noggin knocker on the Suicide Blonde. Sir Richard over the top rope. Sir Jonathan outside the ring as well. Super D number 2, some kind of high in that ring.
Yeah, but you see right now what the Super Ds are doing is that they're not controlling the pace. They have to control... Whoa! Right in the throat! Right in the throat, and Hotbody's in big trouble here.
Another
Hotbody's in big trouble.
Super D number 2's got Jonathan Hotbody up for that big... Looks like a power slam. Oh, driving Jonathan Hotbody right through the mat. Where's the referee, Paulie? We've got a cover here.
The referee's being distracted. He can't see the cover. He cannot see the cover.
Oh. He's just out of the ring. Oh, it's Sir Christopher Candido, Paulie. What's he doing out here?
He has a cast on his arm.
Oh, he hits the Super Destroyer number 2 with that cast. Oh, not once, but twice over the head with that cast on his arm. Incredible. Here comes the referee. Oh, no, what a miscarriage of justice this would be. Sir Jonathan Hotbody with the cover. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Unbelievable.
They got him. We got new champions.
And new ECW Tag Team Champions, the Suicide Blondes.
I told you, Jay Sully. I told you that the Suicide Blondes would win back their titles. Don't you ever doubt me again.
The Suicide Blondes, new tag team champions here in the ECW. Stay tuned, fans, because we'll be right back.
Never doubt me.
Personally, I'd order the Stromboli. You know what they do with that pepperoni.
Hey, here we are right here on South Street at, now this is the name of this place, That's Greek to Me Pizzeria. You want Greek pizza, you want Italian, and we're not just here honoring pizza. Oh, no, no, no. We are here to show you on South Street the worship that's been bestowed upon this man.
Jack and Jim
The king of all of Philadelphia. You know, King, as you survey around your kingdom, as all the, we can't get the camera up there now. You can see the people hanging out of there. Don't jump! Don't jump! No! Don't jump! All these people hanging out of their windows to see the king of Philadelphia. King, what do you see as you survey over your kingdom?
Do we really have to say?
Oh, go ahead.
A lot of very nice looking, intelligent people, and usually I don't say that.
But the only reason why I say that, Paulie, is because they are our subjects.
Yeah, well, yours.
No, no.
Oh, no. I am, but I'm
maybe everything.
Maybe a higher-up subject. You want to ask Missy? You weren't supposed to tell about that.
I know. What about Medusa?
No, that's all yours. Don't blame me for those mistakes. You see, that's the kind of mistake you make when you don't consult me on these.
I understand. That did happen. Anyway, what I was going to get to is all these very nice... Go ahead and stop. I understand all these people stopping here around us and everything. I've had a great time tonight. I met all the people. And you know what I found out? They have been searching for a long time, Paulie, for someone beside the 76ers or the Philadelphia Phillies who can't even win a game these days anyway. And the Philadelphia... See, they're booing the Phillies. And anyway, and those Philadelphia Eagles, they stink and they suck and they need a new quarterback. So that's the reason why I love Philadelphia, is because Philadelphia loves me.
And they need an Admiral King here.
That's right. That's right.
Matter of fact, come here a minute. Yo, you got a chain on? You got a Camaro, don't you?
No.
And you drive with the T-tops off and the windows up so don't mess up your... What's your name, Vinny?
No, Sam.
Shame?
Everybody says Sam. Sam. You don't say my name.
Let's call you Vinny. Hey, Vinny. Isn't it great to sit here now making a pizza and actually be watched making that disgusting, greasy food by the king of all of Philadelphia?
Yeah, but it's the best pizza on South Street. What do you put in it?
Yeah, come here. You better bring us a pizza.
Let's see a pizza. How about something to drink?
Yeah, what do you want? Oh, hey, Gordon.
Well, you know. Here we go. How about ice water? Ice water. We got ice water.
Which one you want?
Who wants to drink? Anybody want any pizza?
Hey, come here. Got a close-up. You got a close-up of that? What do you think? That's a good-looking pizza, huh?
There you go.
Yeah.
Bring it back for you.
Nice.
Good work.
Wow.
There you go. Hello, look who's here, Paul.
Oh.
Hey, Sully.
Hey, come here, you drunk. Hey.
Drink today.
What were you drinking today?
Not so loud, Paulie.
He has a hangover already, doesn't he?
Unbelievable.
Hey, come here. Take a look. Come here.
Pizza.
Hey, Eddie, look at this. Get a close-up of the pizza. Look, it's Jay's face without the makeup on.
Pretty funny, Paulie.
Yes, I know, Jay.
Who made it?
Who made the pizza?
I made the pizza.
Hey, come here. What is your name?
My name is Al.
All right, Vinny, let me ask you something. Did you make the pizza?
No, I'm not Vinny. I'm Al. I made the pizza, yes.
Hey, this Eddie King? Vinny, I want you to meet the king. Hot stuff, the King Eddie Gilbert. The king of Philadelphia. Aren't you on to kiss his hand?
I'm on to
kiss his hand. There you go. Just like in The Godfather, when he dropped down to his knees and he kissed the hand of the king of...
You know what we're talking about here.
Give him a slice.
Give me a plate.
We need a plate.
Oh, they're going to give... Oh, look. John Gillum.
Hey, John. Hey, John. Come on over here. Tell me, John.
Candy.
How's the old Moose Lodge? How's the old Moose Lodge in Lexington, Tennessee, John?
Here's my chef.
John Gillum.
Greek chef.
That's him. That's right. It's Greek. Oh, you made it yourself?
I made it. Yeah.
You did it. He made it. How's the pizza?
Let me see.
Good. That good, Andy?
Good pizza. Maybe.
Eastern Championship Wrestling is brought to you in part by Carver W. Reed, your Quality Plus Ford dealers, and Soloflex. Tell them you saw them on Eastern Championship Wrestling.
Carver W. Reed, corner of 10th and Sansom Streets since 1860.
The new 93 Ranger is now at your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
No other truck is built
torta.
Now lease an all-new, well-equipped #1 selling 93 Ford Ranger for just $199 a month for 24 months with no money down.
It's fancy-free.
It's got a slick new look inside and out. Hurry, lease a Ranger for just $199 per month for 24 months with no money down. 5 of the top 10 sellers in America are at your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
Better hit the ground running in a new Ford truck. Hey, hey.
To reshape the body is a relatively simple procedure. You begin by removing the excess from one area and molding it into muscle in a more desirable position. This may be easily accomplished by use of a simple household apparatus, the Soloflex Fitness Machine, just $39 a month. What are you waiting for?
The violence here in the ECW has escalated to a point that's beyond description. Peaches has been blinded by this man, the Rebel.
I can't see. I need a seeing eye dog.
Brother, you need a seeing eye dog. It's written in Braille, 1-800-PEACHES.
I tell you what, it's getting to be a deadly serious...
That's right, Sandman. I was man enough to blind your woman. What are you going to do about it? If you were man, you'd beat my head in, but you can't do it, baby. I'm going to take you out just like I took your woman out. And you know what? She won't be able to see it.
The violence here in the ECW has escalated to an unbelievable point. Peaches has been blinded. What will the Sandman do to Rebel for revenge?
ECW title contention match. Number 9 contender, hailing from Philadelphia. He weighs 235 pounds. This is Larry Winters. The number 6 contender from the rock and roll capital of the world, weighing in at 252 pounds, this is the Rockin' Rebel!
Back here ringside with Paulie Dangerously fans, we've got a special ECW heavyweight title contention match. We've got the number 6 contender, the Rockin' Rebel, facing off against the number 9 contender, Larry Winters.
The Rockin' Rebel who shocked the wrestling world by blinding a woman right here on television by throwing what appeared to be ink in her eyes. And you know, not to make light of a situation, but Miss Peaches may never see again.
Oh, and you saw the Rockin' Rebel come out with the blind man's cane and the sunglasses. What do you think of that Paulie Dangerously? What a despicable act.
Oh, I'd say he's baiting the Sandman. I mean, he really wants the Sandman to come after him. I mean, you know that. If it was my woman, I wouldn't be able to take that. I'd have to take this guy out in an alley, in a subway, on the street, in a dressing room, in the aisle, in the ring. It didn't matter where. I can't imagine what must be going through the mind of the Sandman right now, seeing this guy on TV mocking the woman that he loved, that this man blinded.
Well, if I were the Rockin' Rebel, I wish that I would have eyes in the back of my head, because I would think for sure the Sandman's going to want to seek vengeance against the Rockin' Rebel.
Well, I bet Miss Peaches wishes that she could have eyes in the back of her head, because the ones in front don't work right now.
Paulie, that's disgusting.
Yeah, but it's the truth. And it's courtesy of the Rockin' Rebel. And the Sandman right now, obviously distraught, obviously overwhelmed with emotion. What must be going through a man's mind when he looks on television and sees another man that blinded his woman?
Vengeance, that's what runs through his mind, Paulie.
vengeance.
I tell you what, I advocate violence, but I wouldn't want to be around when the Sandman gets his hands on the Rebel. That's going to be one violent confrontation, I tell you that.
Should be an incredible match if it comes to 4 here in the ECW. Nice side slam by the Rockin' Rebel.
More than nice. That was a beautiful side slam by the Rockin' Rebel. Taking out, here it goes.
The cover, fans. Oh, no, the Rockin' Rebel not quite ready to put Larry Winter's shoulders to the mat here.
Well, that was smart. You know, it takes away a lot of energy when a man kicks out. He let the man up and wham, beautiful drop kick by the Rockin' Rebel.
Larry Winter's not able to get, much of a start here, Paul Lee. The Rockin' Rebel's been dominating this match so far.
No, he hasn't been able to get any much of a start. I mean, the Rebel's on a roll right now. After what he did to Peaches, after what he's done to the Sandman, I mean, the Rebel's on a roll, and he's working his way up the ladder into contention for a title shot against the ECW heavyweight champion, the magnificent Morocco. And I tell you what now, wham, beautiful, snaps the neck straight back. Look who's at ringside along with the Rockin' Rebel, but Larry Winter's former partner, Tony the Hitman Stetson.
Bad attitude, Tony Stetson. What's he doing out here? I didn't know there was an allegiance between the Rockin' Rebel and Tony Stetson. What business does Tony Stetson have out here?
He just doesn't like Larry Winters, that's all.
Larry Winters got his problems in and outside the ring here tonight, fans.
Wow! Beautiful knife edge, wham, right across the pectoral muscle.
Whipping Larry Winters into the opposite ring corner. Oh, but Larry fires out with a nice elbow to the face of the Rockin'